Hello everyone, this is Ricey, and in this video, let's talk about everything you need to know about renting an apartment here in New Brunswick. And if you want to know more information about anything and everything about Atlantic Canada, please subscribe and like this video. First one is security deposit. Security deposit can be deposited or paid directly to Service New Brunswick. That's one. And the second one is you have the option to also pay it to your landlord. Once you pay the security deposit, you should receive a copy of the certificate of the deposit after 3 to 4 months. Now, if you still did not receive any certificate of deposit after a month, you should certainly follow it up. Now, which one is better? Is it better to pay it directly to Service New Brunswick, or is it better to pay it to the landlord? It truly depends. Now, if you pay it to the Service New Brunswick, you do have the peace of mind that it is paid really and truly to the authority. And if you pay it to the landlord, then that would be something that you will have sometimes you will have to question. There are times that there are private individuals who do not deposit the security deposit to Service New Brunswick, and in such a case, it is better for you to deposit it directly yourself, and you certainly have the autonomy to tell the private landlord if you decide to do it yourself. Now, the amount of security deposit vary from one situation to another. Now, if you are in a situation that you have to transfer an apartment, you also have the option to transfer your security deposit, and all of this can be done online through Service New Brunswick. Problems are inevitable, and therefore this is our second topic here. As long as we deal with other people, problems will always arise. And when it comes to renting in New Brunswick, there are a variety of ways to solve problems. And the very first step really is to talk to your landlord easily. Just casually tell your landlord about the problem. If after a week the landlord did not take any action, then your second step is to have it written. You can either send complaints through email, through WhatsApp, through Messenger, through SMS. And if you are looking at making your complaint even more formal, there is a form that you can fill out, which is this form, and send it to your landlord. Now, if these two approaches did not work and your landlord did not take action after a week, then your third step is to make a complaint at the Residential Tenancies Tribunal. At this point, an officer from that department will mediate to solve the case. The information on the Residential Tenancies Tribunal I will put in the description box for your easy access. By the way, guys, if you like this video and you find this video helpful, please let me know by subscribing to this channel and by liking this video so that I can make more videos such as this. And now, on to our next topic. Our third subject that you absolutely need to know about renting in New Brunswick is the difference between termination and eviction. Termination is an amicable agreement wherein either party decides to terminate the lease agreement, and eviction can only be performed and implemented by the Residential Tenancies Tribunal. This is a law and no one else can evict you from your apartment. Now, the most common reason that a renter is evicted from an apartment is by not paying his rent. Otherwise, if the landlord wanted to evict you because you made a complaint, that is absolutely not a case for eviction. If the landlord wanted to evict you because you did not want to date him, that's absolutely not a case for termination. The fourth must know about renting in New Brunswick is the rent increase in the province. The province implemented that there will be a 3.8% rent cap, meaning the landlords can only increase by 3.8% according to their current rent, but this is only applicable to existing renters and not to new renters. As a matter of fact, I made a video about this, which is here, and this video tackles more about the increases and the rising cost of living in New Brunswick. If you are interested to know more about this information, you are absolutely free, and go ahead and watch that video after this video. Rent increase can only be applied once every 12 months, and if you do not agree with the rent increase, you have two options. Either one, terminate the lease agreement, or two, have make a request to the tenancies tribunal to review the rent increase. Now, if the increase is within the range of 3.8%, then I wouldn't say it really makes sense to make a claim or a request to review. But if it is higher than 3.8%, then certainly it will make sense. The next subject that is absolutely in demand, and I have received various comments and questions about this in renting in New Brunswick, is about pets. Pets. And here in New Brunswick, the landlord have got the autonomy and discretion to allow or absolutely not allow pets at all. Therefore, I certainly suggest that the moment you look and view certain apartments, you be honest with the landlord and tell them if you have got pets and if they allow pets. If you are actually casual enough and friendly enough to ask for the approval of some private individual landlords, some of them would agree to small pets. Now, if you have got pets that are huge, such as this little monster here, this is only 2 months old, this is a golden doodle, and this will grow up to 80 pounds, then you might be out of luck. And the last one that you must certainly know about a renting apartment here in New Brunswick is discrimination. Discrimination is an absolute no-no here in New Brunswick and across Canada. You cannot be not approved to take on an apartment because of your color, because of your race, because of your religion, because of the language that you speak. If you believe that you were discriminated because of this racial or minority background that you have, you absolutely have got the prerogative and the autonomy to report at the Human Rights Commission of New Brunswick, which I will also link in the description below. Now, I have received some comments wherein some people ask there are landlords who would not approve certain renters because they have got children, and this is a form of discrimination as well. There is a boundary there. If you are looking at a 1-bedroom and you have got 2 children, then it will not make sense. Even I will say no to you. But if you are a family and you're looking for a decent place and you do have the capacity to pay, and these landlords will not allow you because you have got children, this I believe is a form of discrimination, and therefore you have got the autonomy to report it to Human Rights Commission. And the last one, actually this is the very last one, lease contract termination. If you decide to terminate your contract, you have to provide 3 months notice before you leave the rental apartment. So by the end of the lease contract, 3 months before the end, you certainly should have already put forth your notice of termination or cancellation of your lease agreement. Otherwise, you might lose part of your security deposit. So those are the major things you should know about renting in New Brunswick.